Good evening, Toastmasters. So Carrington today is doing the speech. We are what we eat. Carrington is a member since 2023. Carrington goals is to speak and travel the world. The Toastmasters goals is to step outside the comfort and also to become more proficient in his communication skills. So with that, you can
Thank you.
start your speech.
Thank you. Here's a man that needs no introduction because I don't have one. But I will introduce him. He's been a member of this club for a little over a year, I believe. And he's another motivational speaker. Every time he speaks, I see him getting better and better and progressing. And he's come up with great story. He's got great content. And he's almost looks as good as I do.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
We are what we eat. Two twins, both from the same parents. One being their mother, who was the caretaker, the nurturer, who poured into them, who raised them, who gave them positive advice growing up. Amazing mother. And on the other was their father, who was a businessman, very successful, competitor, but unfortunately, an alcoholic. One boy grew up, had amazing friends. They're all scholars. He went on to be on the chess team, to get good grades, played in the band. In high school, he was the competitor on the debate team. He graduated high school with honors. He went to college. He went to an Ivy League school at that. And he studied, got his master's, got his doctorates, graduated, went on to open up his own practice. Many years of success. Meanwhile, the other son went to school, didn't get too good of grades. He struggled. He was played video games. He was part of the popular kids. In high school, he played sports, and he was a ladies' man. He graduated, went on to college, and then he wound up failing out. He entered a season of depression, followed by a cycle of addiction. Two twins, same upbringing. What causes? It wasn't genetics, because they're both from the same upbringing, same thing. It was their environments. Whereas one was focused on getting good grades and excelling, part of a lot of groups, like the debate team. The other one was focused on sports, but focused on the wrong things. Your environment is a summation of the people, places, and things. People, places, things make the difference. And it's your habits that determine your identity. Your habits determine your identity, whereas your environment determines your destiny. So, what do we do about that? And how do we navigate? Because one went this way and the other one went this way. It's the four dimensions. Spiritually, where are we at spiritually? Which is very important. Take a mental assessment. Spiritually, what is it that you do? You might pray, you might meditate, you might do yoga, you might read a certain religious book. That's one. Mental, what are we doing? Are we on social media? Are we just scrolling? Are we looking at all the bad videos on YouTube? The clickbait? Are we listening to podcasts, self-help books, reading, enhancing our mind? so that we can enhance our environment? Are we taking in affirmations? Because remember, we have negative self-talk. So it's what we put in could help us to reprogram for our future. And socially, emotionally, they go hand in hand. How are we occupying our time? And who are we occupying our time with? Are we with the naysayers, the negative people, the Debbie Downers, the victim, it's these people. Are they crabs in a bucket pulling us down? Or are they building us up, encouraging us in times that we need, in times of despair? Are they like, you know what, I got you. I got a hand for you. Are we with those successful people? That makes the biggest difference. These are all part of our influences. This is part of our environment. And last but not least, we are what we eat. That's on the physical sense. What are we taking in? Literally. Like, what are we eating? Do we have good health diets? Are we eating good foods? Or are we eating bad foods? What happens to us when we eat bad foods? Can anybody tell me? Get sick? Right. Inflammation. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. When we eat bad foods, what happens inside of us? Chemical reactions, right? We have biology. So if we take in bad foods, we're not going to feel good inside. But on top of that, I know like myself, anytime I eat something bad, I'm like, it's good going down. But as soon as it's going down, I'm like, oh man, why did I do that? I know what's going to happen. Matter of fact, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I just ate some McDonald's. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I did. I've been good about that. I've been changing. These are part of my habits. So, I just read a book. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Amazing. Phenomenal. He talks about habit tracking, right? So, not only to have good habits, to instill new ones, to also track them is very essential as well. It keeps you accountable. So we need to be accountable to ourselves in order to be able to be successful, right? But not only that, it's also good to have accountability partners. That's with business, that's with life coach, mental health, anything that it is. Working out, to have somebody spot you, accountability is important. So with that being said, last but not least, it's our environment. What we take in is not only physical, it's in every aspect of life, every facet. This all makes the biggest difference. It's where we are surrounding ourselves with also influences our inside. Thank you. We are